I went in the library to get this to get a play. Our daughter had breast cancer a couple years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago. 4 years, yeah.
The one you're talking about?
Yeah, Micah.
Micah.
And I had read this play called Wit, W-I-T.
Okay.
And it was about this a lady professor who had been diagnosed with an untreatable or a terminal case of really crazy kind of cancer.
Uh-huh.
And they asked her to be part of this special treatment group.
Okay.
You know, clinical trial.
Right.
And so the play was about that. The play was excellent. And I read it to, you know, kind of, because my daughter was sick, but
Right.
she did fine. She didn't have chemo, radiation. You gave her she had a mastectomy.
Right, but
that was
still.
it.
Oh, that's cool.
So
That's because she had to deal with all that.
I
crap.
was going back to read the play again because now it was me.
Right.
And I thought I really enjoyed it last time, and I'm a reader.
Right.
So I go in the library downtown, and I'm walking in. I'm going to go. For some reason, I wasn't going to dawdle around. I was going to just go get the book and split.
Right.
And I go in, and at the front of the book set, you know, at the front of the section, it's every month it's a different theme.
Okay.
So, you know, Black History or
Right,
you know,
right.
for old guys or whatever.
Yeah.
But this month it was poetry, and I was going to just kind of go around it. But my friend Paul is a poet, and I felt guilty shirking that.
Yeah.
Because I thought,
Yeah.
I'll email and say, "Oh, I didn't go to the poetry section." I'll like confess to her or something.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, that's stupid.
Yeah.
So I go to this table, and I walk around, and I pick up a book by a woman, Margaret Atwood. She wrote The Handmaid's Tale, that's famous on Netflix right now.
Right.
And I've read her before,
Right.
and I knew who she was. And it's a little book. So I said, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this up, and I'm going to open it to whatever starting,
Right.
and I'm going to read it.
Right.
And then I'll go and get the play.
Right.
You know, you won't believe this.
This is something.
So Cell by Margaret Atwood. Now look objectively. You have to admit the cancer cell is beautiful. If it were a flower, you'd say, how pretty, with its mauve center and pink petals. Or if a cover for a pulpy 30s sci-fi magazine, how striking. As an alien, a success, all purple eye and jelly tentacles and spines, or are they gills creeping around in granular Martian dirt, red as the inside of the body? While its tender walls expand in bursts, its spores scatter everywhere, take root like money, drifting like a fiction or miasma in and out of people's lives, people's brains, digging themselves industriously in. The lab technician says it has forgotten how to die. But why remember? All it wants is more amnesia, more life and more abundantly, to take more, to eat more, to replicate itself, to keep on doing these things forever. Such desires are not unknown. Look in the mirror.
Right. Wow.
Is that cool?
That's pretty wild.
And I
man.
thought, is the universe speaking to me or what?
Oh.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
So I brought the book home.
Yeah.
And she slayed me. I mean, there 10 poems in there that were.
Wow. How about that?
Yeah. So. Yeah. So, right at the beginning, everything was like that.